Hi and welcome to Math Plus Everything Journey. Today we're going to do combining like terms. I'm going to use a few problems. These are not my problems. These problems were adapted. So I have, first one was done already. I have a negative 3x plus an x, which is a negative 2x. So we have a negative 3x. We could combine them together because they both have the x value, x variable, are the same. So if you have a negative 3 plus a 1, here I had 1 times x is equal to x. 1 times x is the same thing as saying x is a 1 times some number x is equal to x. When you multiply 1 times any number is that number, correct? So that's what this is here. If you get confused, why do I get 2 when you only have x? This is 1x, 1 times x. So now let's go down to here with negative 4p plus negative 6p. We can combine them because we have the same variable. Both of these coefficients have the same variable. So we have a negative plus another negative number. So when we have two negative numbers and we adding, we keep the sign and then we add the digits. So 4 plus 6 is 10, and don't forget your p. Again, when we're adding two negative numbers, we keep the sign, which is negative, and add the digit 6 plus 4. We get 10 and your variable p. Let's go down here. So now here is negative k minus, you have this in parentheses, negative 8k. Can we combine them? Yes, we can combine them. They both have the same variable, but there's some other things that's going on with them here. So you have two negative, you have a negative multiplied by a negative. So this here is going to give you a positive, right? So now you can rewrite, and I'm going to have negative k plus 8k. Again, a negative times a negative is a positive, right? So now we could rewrite our expression. So now our expression is negative k. It's right there, negative k. Negative times negative is positive. So that's where this positive comes from. Then we have our 8k. Can we now combine this expression? Yes, because we have a negative k plus a 8k. So that's going to give us 7k. That's going to give us 7k. Okay, let's move on to the next. We have 4q plus 10 minus parentheses negative 8q. Again, there are some things going on here, so we could do it. We could go ahead and we could say negative times a negative is a positive. Remember, when you multiply two negative numbers, your answer is positive. When you add two negative numbers, then you keep the digit, you keep the sign and you add the digit, right? So here we have, let's rewrite this. So we have 4q plus 10. So he says negative times negative is a positive. So positive 8q. Can we combine? Yes, we can combine our 4q and we will combine our 8q because those are like terms. So we're going to say 8 plus 4 is 12q. And then we're going to put back our plus 10. Again, we have 4q plus 10 minus, we have in parentheses negative 8q. Then we rewrite. When we rewrite, we have our 4q, we read our 4q plus our 10. And then where this plus comes from, it came from here, which says negative times a negative is a positive. So we have our positive 8q. We're not done here because we can combine. We could combine our 4q with our 8q because they are like terms. They are alike, right? They both numbers share the q. So when I add 4q plus 8q, I get 12q, and then I have to rewrite my 10. So your new expression after you combine like terms is 12q plus 10. Okay? And our last example here, it says negative n squared plus, in parentheses, negative 4 minus, in parentheses, negative 4n squared plus 6. So there's a couple things that's going on here. Again, I say I have a minus outside my parentheses with a negative. So I am going to go here and I'm going to say negative times negative is a positive. Right? So I could rewrite. Let's rewrite. So I'm rewriting my n squared. Let me put it so everybody can see. So I'm writing my negative n squared. Then we have a negative times a positive here, right?
Please pardon this interruption. Josiah Joseph.
So we have a positive times a negative is a negative. Remember that when you multiply a negative and a positive, you get a negative. So we're going to rewrite in negative n squared minus, so a minus sign here, minus our 4. Then this is going to be a plus because we did say negative times negative is a positive. So it's going to be plus 4n squared. And then we have our plus 6. Okay. So when we are not done here, are there anything in here that's alike? Yes. We have our n squared. And we have our 4n squared. They both have n squared in common. You have an exponents. And the exponents, the base is the same, and the exponents are the same. So we can combine those. Next, we have our number 4 and 6. So I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to rewrite this so it looks nicer to the eye. So I'm going to say my negative n squared right there. And then you could check it out so you don't make a mistake of not to leave anything out when you're rewriting. Then I'm going to put my positive 4n squared. Okay. Then I could go here and I could put my minus 4. And then I have a positive 6 plus 6. Right? So the expression is minus n squared or negative n squared plus 4n squared minus 4 plus 6. Now we could go ahead and we could combine. I have an n squared plus a 4n squared, so that's going to give me a 3n squared. Don't forget to put your exponents. Then I have a negative 4 or a minus 4 and a plus 6. A minus 4 and a plus 6, and that's going to give me plus. That's going to give me plus 2. Okay? Plus 2. Some things to remember. There's some things to remember here. Okay? Remember that when you have a negative, and then you're going to multiply it by another negative, you must get a positive. And when you have a negative, I'm just going to shorten the word negative, right? And you have a negative plus a negative, your answer will be a negative, and then add the digit. Right? So a negative multiplied by a negative is a positive, and negative plus a negative is equal to a negative and add the digit. If you don't understand what this means, when you have a minus plus a minus, it's going to be equal to a minus, and whatever the digit is, then you add the digit. Okay? All right, so I'll see you guys time. Don't forget to like and share my videos on YouTube and subscribe. Turn on the notification bells for more videos, and I thank you. Any questions, concern, or comments, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.